at Riverside.
Yes.
Hey, man about rowing, Maurice Scott. Hi. Can you hear us? We'll just carry on until, oh, no, he's going to try back, I think. Anyway, welcome. It's Charlotte Pierce. I'm the producer of Ready Row USA, and we're here because we haven't had enough at the head of the Charles. We are, I realize everybody's down at the Schuylkill and the fish this weekend, so it might not have been a great idea to do a recap, but I just thought, to tap back into some of those. It was an amazing weekend. So hi, Linda Muri.
Hi, Charlotte.
Did I pronounce your name right?
You did. Yeah, thanks.
Muri. Andrii Ivanchuk. He's down in the lower right there. Simmons and Riverside. And Maurice Scott.
Hello.
AKA Reese. Is that your nickname? Or
It is.
Okay. All right. The Reese life. We did, or actually, I did about 15 interviews at the head of the Charles from very interesting folks, and I didn't get either of the three of you, so I was hoping to get your takeaways from the head of the Charles and some anecdotes and highlights that you took away from the race, and just kind of talk about rowing. So Linda, do you want to get started or?
Sure. I raced on Friday. That was totally new. I can remember when it was a one-day regatta and how everyone's like, 2 days and now 3 days for a couple of years now. And I have to say it was a pretty cool experience to have my racing done on Friday morning. And then that left the entire weekend to to work, but also to kind of play a little bit and to not really have it in the back of my mind so much like, got to save my legs. I'm racing, stay hydrated, all that. So that was nice. And not to rub it in, but we did have the nicest weather of the weekend. Even if it was beautiful. Faster conditions on Saturday.
It was faster conditions in the rain?
Well, the wind
yeah.
was
good. They had opened up the dam on Friday, so we definitely had a lot more stream, a lot more flow, and so less on Saturday. And so you saw a good number of records, which is always kind of cool.
And how was your race? How did that go?
It went well.
You don't have to say your place. I know that's an unfair question. I never reveal my placings.
Well, it's there's a little backstory because I raced with Sire Remler, and we raced together 11 years plus a day before that, but we didn't finish the race that year. In 2012, she had a pulmonary episode just after we went past Newell Boathouse and collapsed and wasn't able to finish. So this was the first time she's raced in a double at the head of the Charles since then. So it was a win no matter. And she's fierce. I don't mean to write off the competitive aspect of our boat, but that was, for me, that was really significant. I didn't realize how much there was still left of that for me rowing with her. So that was.
So you were in a double.
We were in.
That was also Friday morning, right?
That was Friday. Yeah.
Yeah.
The people who've had a few more trips around the sun tend to race on Friday.
Yeah. I did that 2021, I think. It was great, and for the same reason that you said, it's like you get it all out of the way, then you can kind of, have fun. Yeah. So, hey, Andrii, you want to give us your highlights and tell us a little bit about bringing the Ukrainian team here, and I hope people go to our interview that we did with them. It was amazing.
Yes, sure. Like this year was actually, it's already the second time when the Ukrainian teams come here to race and have the Charles, and it already was kind of easier because of it's already second time. You know already all the contacts, you know all the steps. It's like, I told the guys, it was just the copy paste. You do copy paste and just forward it, and everything is just like that. I'm just kidding, but yeah, they this year they came pretty much motivated to bring something back, and especially the women four. They definitely want to win this regatta, so maybe that's going to be motivation for them for the next year. We'll see.
Were they happy with their performance?
Absolutely. This this regatta, and first time when you come here, you just see a lot of people. This is my first experience when I just came first time for the other Charles as a coach at Miami Beach. It was like, first of all, like a lot of people. Oh my God, I never saw so many people like about rowing. It's just crazy. It's crazy how amount that you stay in the line everywhere, in the queue for everything. Whatever you want to, you have to stay in the queue, even to the bathroom. I'm sorry. Yeah, but and this for the every next one, you kind of start to understand what is it. So I mean, that's what I think Ukrainians kind of start to understand what is regatta mean. It's not just a big event with a lot of people. It's something very special, and they want to be part of that very special event.
And they're all national team members, right?
Oh yeah. This is
and
our top athletes.
They explained, they talked about Olympic trials and training and stuff like that.
It was, so let's count how many. So we have 2 gold medalists. I would not even count how many times they won the European Championship and medal. It's multiple. It's a multiple medalist. At any every athlete, it's it's a highest level athletes. So this is our top people.
Yeah, they were. We had the women's team at the media studio in Arlington, and it's just it's such a powerful discussion. When you talking to someone who's trying to train in a war zone, it's just unbelievable. Kind of puts our stresses in perspective, I think. But yeah. Well, let's check in with Maurice, Reese, aka Reese. I didn't really know what to put down for you. You're a USRowing announcer. You're a member of Potomac and Union Boat Club. You're everywhere in the world, and you are a police officer.
Yes. So Unity Boat Club.
Unity. Sorry.
Unity, no, it's all good. No worries. Unity Boat Club. But yeah, man of many trades, a master of none. Try to do a little bit of everything. Try to get involved with the community.
Yeah. Well, your hair looks fabulous. I know you were.
I know. That's a whole nother story.
Yeah. I know how hard it is to fit that stuff in. I've bad hair, don't care. I haven't had the time to go and get mine done. So I just pin it back. But
hey, you still stunting it. I love it.
Listen, tell me what your highlights were from the head of the Charles. I kept checking in with you, and you were getting pulled off by some high school team or some, what were you there doing?
Honestly, it was way more than I expected. So the day I landed, pretty much I had to. So for those that don't know, I was in partnership with Vineyard Vines. So I had 2 events.
Vines, yeah.
And so I had, yes, I love it, supporting it. But I had 2 events to attend with them that Thursday night. And then the next day, that Friday morning, I announced all the races for Friday. And then right after that, I went to Randolph, Massachusetts, to Randolph High School to speak with their whole high school student body with Arshay Cooper and crew. And that was a fun experience. And then right after that, went on Saturday, raced in the men's 8 rowing in color, the first African-American 8 to ever race the head of Charles, which was awesome. And then after that, hung out with some friends and then caught an early flight Sunday morning. So it was boom, 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 boom. It was just so much going on this whole weekend. Did not expect it, but it was fun.
Yeah. So you got some sleep after you got home? Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. I saw the pictures from Arshay at the Randolph school, that's pretty cool. And then, yeah, so
no, it was really fun. It was really fun. I mean, Heather Charles is like the biggest event, and like the vibes are so high, the energy is high, meeting people from all around the world. I mean, I saw unis from everywhere, even places that I visited. I know Weston Rowing Club out of Auckland, New Zealand was there, and I was like, I was just there in March, and it was cool. It was cool to see.
Yeah, that's awesome. Any other highlights from y'all?
I don't know. There were just some good races. I liked watching some of the older folks racing on Friday. They featured Bill McLean and his wife Joni, and they're both in their 80s. I think they were the oldest couple racing. And
I think Bill's older than that, isn't he? Like 90?
they're both in their 80s. I can't remember exactly. And woman from my club, Peggy Sadler, is 83, and she was out there racing in her single. So some of that is that's pretty inspirational, and just seeing people come in from all over, with whether it's Ukrainian team or seeing some of the Australians, anything like that. It's just, I know everybody said it's a special event, but you get to see just the community, that you're out there on the water. You wouldn't be out on a basketball court, or a tennis court or something like that with the pros. And here we all are out on the same body of water, maybe in the same race. It's I think that adds a little bit to the uniqueness of.
Yeah, it's really special. I mean, my friend Susie was racing on Friday morning, and she's 79. She's actually coached by Anton, the other Ukrainian coach on the river.
From CRI.
Yeah, he's with CRI. They moved with their family in February from Canada. They came through Canada, but they're refugee status. So yeah, so that was amazing. What was the Vineyard Vines thing like, Maurice?
It was fun. I mean, it was definitely different. It was like a little happy hour thing that we had, so I got to meet a lot of other influencers that they brought around, and they were all like so cool, and got to see like a lot of the merch that they collaborated with Heather Charles with, and some pretty nice gear. And then they had a dinner for all of us, which was like really nice, and it was good. It was like a very family oriented environment.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was really like everybody was like singing and dancing at the dinner, and I was like, wow, Vineyard Vines knows how to turn it up a notch.
It's like their third year doing it, or
I think second year, because I think I think it's the second year. So
did you meet the folks from sorry?
I was going to say, do you have any influence? Can you get them to make a bow tie? I wear a bow tie when I referee, and I need. They just have the. I need. Help me out here if you can.
I'm a bow tie kind of guy, so I think that's I'm absolutely going. Once I get off here, I'm absolutely going to message them about a bow tie, because
I'm on it. You're on it for me. Good, thank you.
You have any special requests, Andrii?
Oh, actually, the morning of the Sunday was really like magic. Like when you're driving to the regatta, that's about sunrise. It's not the sunrise. It's just little touch of the sun, first touch, and you go to the bow house. I came first with Ilya, the youth singles color. He raced also and has the Charles. And when you open this bow house, the light turn on. Like you are coming first to that like kind of regatta. Like not. When you like enter to the bow house, the old one, when it's just you first person there, you see all those stuff from the yesterday. Some dryer like drying the towels from that poor rain. The boat's ready for the race, but it's very interesting. Like when it's the regatta is beginning in there. It's not announced that yet. It's no boats on the water. It's just about to start, and that feeling is super excited. I got this first time for the long time when you are like really, really excited with the day and with the people are racing. It's a bunch of teams on Saturday and Sundays to support a lot of kids right now who are represent the different universities, and you cheer everyone. So it was really nice and like warm and kind regatta day and Sunday.
The vibe was
I feel
awesome.
very like peaceful here, when you watch that day.
Yeah. I remember going when I raced, of course I get there like ridiculously early, and it's dark. It's kind of like that. And behind me, it's like, and there's nobody on the water yet, and it's just like all potential energy and stuff. But so, Reese, do you feel like rowing is changing? Do you feel like more communities are being represented? I know you've been a longtime advocate for this, and inclusion and representation in the sport. Do you feel like that's happening?
I think so. I mean, I can honestly say like I see like way more diversity now than I've seen 10 years ago, or not even 10 years ago, like back in 2010 when I first started rowing. Like, I mean, I was on Full House Row, and it wasn't many. It was just me and Marcus Brown, and then and a few other athletes, and they would get us mixed up, even though he's lighter or he's darker toned in a heavyweight and I'm lighter toned in a lightweight, and they still would mix us up. It was crazy, but
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, but I'm like, we don't look nothing alike. But I mean, now it's like it's starting to grow, and it's like really cool to see, because every time that I go to the Charles or go to nationals or go anywhere, I start to I see more and more diversity across the board, in terms of specifically race in general. Like it just seems like it's just reaching newer heights, and we're not where we need to be just yet, but progress is being made, and any step forward is progress, and you can't be nothing but proud of that progress.
Any thoughts on that, Linda?
Well, I know one of the guys who raced with Reese, Devin Woodson, and he's been good at raising awareness, and just anybody who can do that it's important to do, whether it's one of my clubs or whatever, and to see a change. Reese's boat racing, I remember the women's black boat that raced last year. I think those are. It's important, to do that, and for anyone to be able to see someone who looks like them. It makes all the difference for everybody involved.
When it's just the normal course of the event, like when it's just
normal, like white.
One of my favorite interviews was with Napoleon Griffin, who you'll probably know. He's with Texas Rowing Center, and God, what the energy that man has is unbelievable. And he knows everybody. It's like just breathless. But yeah. So what else stands out from the I promised to ask, if you row backwards long enough, will you reverse the aging process? Is that any thoughts about that?
It's an interesting point of view. I never thought this way. The time can backwards. So, but as long as we row, probably it's work.
Yeah, it's just no.
I'm hoping it's not
and I'm trying to find the secret to eternal youth. So, yeah, but so what is what's next for all of you? Like, I know, Linda, you were at the Head of the Fish today, and it's like another regatta, another weekend.
Yep. From the business side, we've got one more race to go to, the Head of the Hooch. Peter will be down there. I'll be holding down the fort in Lebanon, New Hampshire. My docks are coming out on Tuesday. The town of Hanover takes our docks out, so we might have a week or so of wet launching. And that's it. It's like the end of the season already, even though it's unfortunately or fortunately 70 degrees out today. So looking for a little shoulder season. I'll be trying to hit the bike, get some rides in before it gets too nasty. And
the proverbial erg.
Yep. I like the erg though. It's different. It's
Weird.
different rowing on the erg now than it was, say,
I met this person first time.
25,
Like the erg.
35 years ago. That was a different experience on the erg than it is today.
What did you say, Andrii? What was your?
I said I've met first time person who like to like erg.
Yeah, I know. We have to do a whole episode about this.
It's climate control.
It's a good idea, actually. It's a good idea.
You don't have to balance. It's
Yeah.
and you only row as hard as you care to. You can still hurt a lot, but you can also have some
Yeah.
nice time on it.
I have to get my head around the winter training. I think I might do some circuit training at CRI.
Yeah.
It's about time I get
There's
back
a little
on.
mindset to it, but it
Yeah.
can be miserable. I'm not going to say that it can't
Yeah.
be, but
It's kind of
nice.
like you're always glad you did it after you're done, but, and
not dark.
Andrii, what's your next you're Simmons coach as well, so Simmons University, right?
Yeah,
Are you still
Yeah,
recruiting?
the Simmons already like finished the season. Like we have only like 6 weeks in the fall. And the last day of the fall season is the regatta. So we have right now like the week off, and then we have some meetings, and we will like set whatever we want to do in winter with achieve the goal, like set the goals. We'll talk about how to achieve the goals. So, but this is the time already when let's say the main season in the fall already finished, and we are like we are preparing for the next one. So with the Riverside, we'll stay a little bit more in the water for a couple more weeks and start to work on some technical like mistakes which we couldn't fix right before the race. But it's right now it's a good time to do that. So let's say we have put some base already for the next year's success. Yeah. So we're using those 3 weeks. When you come down, the weather is usually very quiet. There is no wind already. You just can go and have that that steady state vibe on the water. And with the Simmons, it's going to be already to that part which Linda like the erg. Yeah, so we move to the ergs and their workouts, and we'll prepare for the next season with the Simmons too.
Sometimes if they have the windows open, you can hear them at Weld also. You can hear them sort of yelling and the music, the wonderful music. And Reese, I just don't understand how you fit all this stuff in. Do you have a regular shift in your law enforcement career?
So as of right now, I'm just working Monday through Friday.
Wow.
Yeah. So I guess I've earned my spot for now, in having that. But yeah, honestly, I still don't know how I balance all of it, to be honest.
You must get on a plane on Friday night and go wherever you have to go. And
yeah, this year has been a lot of traveling, I will say. But
saw you down at the USRowing convention.
Mm-hmm.
And you were announcing there as well as for the indoor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was fun too. That was super fun. So, and then youth nationals this year as well. Did those. Stokesbury did that. So it was a very packed year.
Yeah. Well, balance, Grasshopper.
Yeah.
He's got youth on his side right now. It's good.
I know. I got to take advantage of
right?
it.
Yeah. But I feel like the more I row, the more energy I have. So that's good, But anyway. Well, any other thoughts before we wrap up this Head of the Charles recap session? I was just so captivated. And the one thing I wanted to mention was, did any boats get swamped on Saturday? Like filled up with water?
My teams come back like with they used to take the water out like before they took the boat up.
Significant amount of water.
They do have a sponges so they kind of dried before the race, but still during the race and you will not say, hey guys, I have to dry up my boat. No, you're finishing. So they come back pretty much full with the water. And
got it. Yeah. Well, listen, it's been great catching up with you all, and I just wanted to mention a few people who helped with the Head of the Charles broadcasting for Ready Row USA. Arlington Community Media, wonderful organization. They gave me this podcasting equipment and showed me how to use it. And one of them showed up on Friday morning to help me set up, or I would not have been able to do it. I swear to God, it was like hairy. It was crazy. And then we had the rain. So Community Rowing helped by letting me use their large tent, and that was really wonderful. And I got to interview a few people from there. Teresa Welsh, who's one of my favorite folks. I know you know her, Linda.
Yeah.
My website designer is laurawilliamspages.com. And then, of course, the fabulous Burnham Boat Slings. So we love them. And thank you again for all that you do for the sport of rowing and for being here. And let's continue to talk about rowing.
Love it.
It sounds
Thank
great.
you so much.
Sounds great.
Thanks. Take care.
Take care.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.